Hello, everyone. Carly Simon saying goodbye after a tragic diagnosis has left the music world reeling, because for more than half a century, she has been one of the most distinctive voices and storytellers in popular music. A woman whose confessional lyrics, smoky vocals, and unapologetic honesty made her a legend, and whose personal life, from her famous romances and high-profile marriage to James Taylor, to her battles with stage fright, to her resilience in the face of personal tragedy, has always drawn as much fascination as her art. For decades, songs like You're So Vain, Anticipation, and Nobody Does It Better defined not just a generation of listeners, but a cultural era, cementing Carly Simon as an icon of vulnerability, independence, and creative daring. Yet behind the glamour and acclaim, Carly has always been open about her struggles. She faced paralyzing stage fright that nearly derailed her performing career, endured heartbreaks and public scrutiny, survived breast cancer in the late 1990s, and even mourned the devastating loss of two of her sisters, Joanna and Lucy, to cancer within a single year. Tragedies that left scars she carried with grace and bravery. Now, with her confirming a tragic diagnosis of her own and preparing to say goodbye, fans are confronting the heartbreaking reality that one of the last great singer-songwriters of her era is nearing the final chapter of her story, and the outpouring of grief, tributes, and reflection has been overwhelming. Carly's words about this diagnosis are said to be both poignant and painfully honest, because rather than hiding, she has chosen to face it the same way she faced everything in her life, with courage, wit, and raw truth, acknowledging that while she is devastated, she is also grateful for the life she has lived, the music she has created, and the millions of fans who have carried her songs in their hearts for decades. For 30 to 40 minutes, we can revisit her incredible journey, from her privileged but turbulent New York childhood as the daughter of publishing giant Richard Simon, to her rise in the 1970s folk and pop explosion, to the moment You're So Vain became a cultural phenomenon, with endless speculation about its subject, to her Academy Award and Grammy wins and her transformation into one of the most respected and enduring figures in music history. We can look at how her lyrics were often like diary entries, bearing her insecurities, desires, and heartbreaks, making fans feel as though she was singing directly to them, and how that same honesty defined her personal life when she spoke openly about anxiety, therapy, and surviving cancer. Topics few stars of her stature dared to confront so directly. The tragic diagnosis now hanging over her has reminded everyone of the fleeting nature of even the brightest lights. And yet, it has also allowed fans and peers to shower her with love while she is still here to feel it, turning her goodbye into a bittersweet celebration of all she gave the world. Her decision to be open about her diagnosis, rather than retreat into silence, is consistent with who she has always been, a truth-teller who refuses to hide behind masks. The music world is preparing to lose a giant, but Carly Simon's legacy will remain unshakable, not only in the timeless songs that continue to be played and covered across generations, but in the way she modeled authenticity, showing that vulnerability is not weakness, but strength. Saying goodbye is painful, but it is also Carly's final act of grace, inviting fans to join her not in denial, but in remembrance, gratitude, and love, ensuring that even as her voice grows quiet, her spirit will echo endlessly through every lyric she ever wrote. Thanks for watching.